Hello everybody, welcome to Fairview Racing on the Poly. 8 races on the card on the occasion. Nino Podesta joins me. We're going to go through the card and give you some sort of idea as to what's going on around this meeting on this afternoon, on Tuesday. We're doing this Monday, just so that you know. Good weekend's racing. Nino was a bit unlucky on Friday. I think we went out one leg of the bipot and pick 6 and PA. We were very stiff not to have continued the good form, but that doesn't mean it won't continue, because I know you studied quite hard for this meeting. 2 Cape Town Raiders are out there in the first. Glenn Cotton's got Ticking Bomb, and Candice Bass Robinson's got Ellerix. And they at the moment, Nina, they're top of the boards 2-1 and 28-10. And I wonder if it ends between those two.
Good morning, Claudius. I think it's between those two. But I'm in the camp of Ticking Bomb. They both ran behind Rocking Peony last time out. And same weights, I believe. But Ticking Bomb ran in front of Ellerix. And Glenn Cotton is a master at riding PE. So I'm strong in the camp of Ticking Bomb to beat Ellerix. Third, I would go for Lady Luck, number 2, and Consigliere, number 1, to fall the quartet.
Okay, we got your bipot up now, Nino. Only cost 24 Rand, and there are the numbers for everybody to jot down. All right, let's get on to the second race, going under the mile on the Poly. Nino Podesta's with me, and the favourite in terms of the place accumulator, or the second race, number 2, La Pecanita, priced up at 16 to win on Tuesday afternoon. 5 Seaside Trip is 7-2, and 4 to 1 about number 4, Vintage Crystal. Nino, now let's talk about this favourite, La Pecanita. 1 start for Alan Greer, a good run, beaten third. What was it, a half a length or something like that? I guess Friday wasn't, am I correct in saying, Nino, that Friday wasn't one of Alan's best days?
Well, Alan, the stable has been on a bit of a low, Clyde. And I think he hasn't had a winner in 34 or 35 runners. So that is a big concern for me. And even though I think La Pecanita must have a big chance, I'm in the camp of Seaside Trip. That's my first choice, to beat La Pecanita, and I've gone both in the bipot and the place accumulator. Like I said, the Alan Greer stable is not firing at the moment. I have no idea what's wrong.
Yeah, it's interesting. You mentioned that you like that horse, and Ginger Palace come from the Arabian Red to win. That's been confirmed. There's Nino's place accumulator. So he has some reservation about the favourite. This is a maiden plate over the mile. Welcome back to Betway Weighted to Win for this Tuesday's racing out at Fairview. We're on the Poly track and start of the pick 6 now. And just a quick update on the market. Betway, when they've priced up the 1 King of Queen 14-10 favourite, certainly deserves to be favourite. Number 2 Spec Magic is 5-2. 4 Magic Prince is 11-2, and 7-1 about number 2 Mayor of Maryville. It's early betting because we're doing this Monday morning, but you guys can get an idea as to what's going on later. All right, Nina, let's chat about King of Queen. 6 solid seconds. What a horse to own.
Yeah, like an ATM, Clyde. And you've got to believe that Tuesday has to be his day to shine. He's got to get his nose in front of this field. I don't particularly think it's a strong field. Look, he beat the horse I make the danger, Spec Magic, last time behind Mr. Speaker. But look at the advantage. He was drawn 9 out of 12, where Spec Magic was drawn 1 out of 12. Now he's drawn, King of Queen comes into a 1 draw, and he gets a 4 kilograms off. He's 4 kilos better off with Spec Magic. He's got the better draw. And surely, if he doesn't win on Tuesday, then I think he'll struggle to win a maiden.
Okay.
We got to give him a chance and bank him in all bets. And 14-10 could actually be a nice prize.
Could well be. So Nastilli rides him for the first time. Nino's pick 6, Banker the 1, then Banker 6, and horses. It's a 600 Rand per. Okay, now we're going over 1900 metres. And in this particular event start of the jackpot, before we go on, I just wanted to advise our viewers out there, if you haven't already watched the Anton Marcus about the Gallops show that we did, please go to our YouTube channel or Racing Today website. It's all up there for you to see. We've already got thousands of viewers on that, but if you haven't watched it, it's worth watching. And we've got a panel discussion with Anton Marcus, Mike de Kock and Sean Terry. We're doing that on Thursday with Daryl Marie and myself, the Weighted to Win team, of course sponsored by Betway. Now, the Incorsano's favourite, Nino, is 22-10, top of the boards for Gavin Smith. Craig Zacky's now got the ride. And I noticed your other pick six banker.
Yes, and I labelled it last time as well. Last time out in Kamala rode it at about 7-1, and it was very, very impressive. Not much of a penalty. I don't know if it's to do with the merit ratings here, but there's a horse here called Josie Mo, right? That ran behind, 4 lengths behind the Incorsano. He goes up 3.5 kilos in the weight, and the Incorsano only goes up half a kilo because I think from a claim-in race into a merit-rated race, I think he's well in. Clyde, I'm very strong again, and I have suggested a double ticking bomb into the Incorsano, but the dangers for me are soft touch with 48 on his back and head gardener. So those that don't want to bank Incorsano, I would suggest putting all 3 in. But I'm going to give the Incorsano another chance to go back to back here.
Perfect. Well summed up. Thank you, Nino. Okay, so now it gets much harder. The card so far, from Nino's perspective, has been relatively easy, but it starts to become competitive now. This is 1,000 meters. It's on the poly, so that means it's around the turn, and the draws are essential. Play a very big role. Nino will tell us a bit more about that in a minute. Jade's Cabernet is a favourite at the moment, 22-10. That's number 3 on the card. For the Lady Love is the second favourite, well, joint at 22-10. 2 Miss Chavy is 9-2. And then 5-1 about number 6, Full of Magic. And then you've got the 7 Global Goddess, who's priced up at around 7-1, 10-1, and better the others. Draws are a big role. The favourite's got a good draw, Nino. I mean, one of the favourites, Jade Cabernet.
Yes, it has, but it's a small field. The draws are still important, but there's only 7 horses. Please take note that number 1, Holly's Dew, has been scratched. So that's out. So that reduces the field to 7 runners. So even though it is important, it's not vital in a small field like this. I like the way that Shavi ran over the 1,300 last time and was only collared late. So that would be my first choice, but by no means a banker. I give Jade Cabernet a big chance and the Lady Love. Those are my first 3 choices, and I put 2, 3, and 4 in the bipod and the PA, but I've added Full of Magic and Global Goddess in the pick 6. I'm quite sure the winner will come out of those 5 horses.
Yeah, we've got your jackpot up now, and as you can see, it's not easy. Nino's not taking any chances with this jackpot. Take the numbers down. Staying over 1,000 metres now, race number 6. Handicap at the 68 level. And the favourite, Anushka's World, that's Craig Zachy and Gavin Smith. Top of the boards at the moment. They ran to Jackson, Mississippi, who came out and won again. Is favourite at 28-10. Marquez is the 4-1 second favourite, number 1 on the card. 6, Mr. Bodacious is the third choice at 4-1, early on Monday morning. And 2, Notorix at 5-1. For the Nell stable. Louis McCarthy is riding that. So, Nina, in your jackpot, you went, as far as I recall, you went the whole field.
I went the whole field. I'll tell you why, because even though Anushka's World is my first choice, she's a young, he is a young horse, and he's drawn 9, and he's taken on some hard knockers here in the form of Notorix, Mr. Bodacious, and Cruisador. And then you got this newcomer from Durban that went to Joburg last time, a horse called Here Comes the Rain, that could cause an upset. He's a 3-time winner already. So I think in the PA and the bipod, I only went 3, 4, 6, and 7, but I can see an upset. I don't particularly like the second favourite Marquis, maiden winner with that weight. I think he'll have a lot to do, but I'm not taking chances here. I've put the whole field in the pick six and the jackpot.
Okay, thanks, Nino. Yeah, and the Anushka's World being a juvenile, in a month's time there'll be 3. Nino's got a pick 3 worked out, but no chances taken here. Now we go a bit further. We're going 1,300 metres in this event, and 18 to 10 about number 5, Arturo. 9 to 2, number 3, Golden Link. You can mark up 5 to 1 on the Monday about that horse of Gavin Smith's Benelong Point. 1 American Dream, the other Smith runners 11 to 2. And then you got 6 to 1 or 7 to 1 and better about the others. So again, we did say second half of the card is going to be quite competitive. Perhaps, Nino, you could, in a race like this, maybe you could narrow it down to just a few horses. I'm not sure. Richard Free, Alan Greef, top of the boards.
Yeah, well, this is a horse that I think should run a very good race, or 2 cracking runs. And last time over the course and distance was a good second behind Duke of Orange. But the run before that, he ran second to a top horse in P called My Best Shot and beat Duke of Orange the time before that. I certainly think he won, missed the first 3. So I've bankered that in the PA. In the pick 6, we would like to give our guy Darren Burrows a chance here with the American Dream. I haven't spoken to him. Hopefully you know something, but I have to put that in because it belongs to one of our friends, Darren Burrows, and Benelong Point. I think it's between those 3. I think Golden Link's going to have a bit tougher assignment on Tuesday, being a young horse against these ones. So for me, Arturo to beat American Dream and Benelong Point.
Okay. Thank you for that, Nino. Yeah, I'm not sure what Darren says about American Dream, but I'm sure it's got a huge chance. So there's Nino's double, 1, 5, 7, and the last leg 2, 5, and 6.